Welcome to Film Fanatics Family and our segment on movie dollars and cents, where we talk about big box office money news. So here's the thing. Avengers Endgame had the biggest opening of any film. Fastest movie to reach $1 billion of box office in 5 days. Fastest movie to reach $2 billion in 11 days. It's now outpaced Titanic to become the second highest grossing film ever. Only one movie stands between it and the title of GOAT. Greatest of all time. Avatar. Let's be clear. Avatar was a groundbreaking film. Some incredible visuals, a mild romance, and landmark 3D made for a 4-quadrant film that had massive appeal and drew money like ants to a picnic.
You should see your faces.
But Avatar was also overlong and saddled with a wholly derivative story that robbed liberally from Best Picture Dances with Wolves, Fern Gully, and Pocahontas. This made for a film that really didn't demand a rewatch. Avatar, for technical reasons alone, was more deserving of the 2009 Best Picture than the swill that was The Hurt Locker. I digress, but Hurt Locker remains the movie I will never forget as the worst Best Picture ever. By the way, Inglourious Basterds was far more deserving than either of those other films in 2009. Indeed, Avatar was nominated for 9 Oscars and only won 3 technical awards for art direction, cinematography, and visual effects. So, director James Cameron had to console himself swimming in the cold hard cash of a $2.78 billion worldwide box office gross.
Knew this would happen?
Everything changed.
Nothing would make us happier than to see Avatar lose its title. This is in part because Endgame is such an achievement, blending the stories of 11 years worth of films into a big love letter to the fans. It's also because, over time, James Cameron has become kind of insufferable. Terminator and Aliens are amazing films that stand the test of time. Cameron's efforts to explore and protect the oceans and famous wrecks like the Titanic are admirable. But the man often has foot and mouth disease and deserves a small comeuppance. Witness Cameron's comments on the Marvel Universe. I'm hoping we'll start getting Avenger fatigue here pretty soon, Cameron said. Not that I don't love the movies, it's just, come on guys, there are other stories to tell besides hypergonadal males without families doing death-defying things for 2 hours and wrecking cities in the process. It's like, oi! Let's do remember that Cameron made his bones on the most hypergonadal of males doing death-defying things for 2 hours and wrecking cities in the process. And give credit to Marvel Studio head Kevin Feige, who took a glasses half full approach in his response. Feige stated, he loves the movies. That's awesome. Wow, James Cameron loves our movies. That's exciting. Interestingly enough, Zoe Saldana, the only actress in both franchises, had some important words that predated Cameron's comments by mere weeks. She said, I've been in rooms with people in this industry who are great at what they do, but they're absolutely elitist and look down at movies like the Marvel films or actors like myself as sellouts. I feel so disappointed in them because it's actors who donate their time to children in need. It's these actors that live in the world that you feel is selling out. Actors that understand the role that they play inspires a 5-year-old who has one dying wish to meet a superhero. That actor shares time and sits down with that 5-year-old child and says, I see you, I hear you, and you matter. Those elitists should realize what playing a superhero means to a young child. Because you're not just dissing me, you're dissing what that child considers important in their world. I feel so proud to be living in space, to be playing green and blue aliens, to inspire primarily the younger generations. To be clear, Cameron did admit, because he's busy on 4, maybe 5 Avatar sequels, that he doesn't have a good sense, my finger on the pulse of the zeitgeist today, because I haven't had a TV show or movie out recently. So I don't know where tastes are going in respect to science fiction. Congratulations, Mr. Cameron. Admitting you have a problem is the first step. But that brings us back around to Avengers Endgame, which very much is in the zeitgeist. The fact remains that Endgame has been out over 8 weeks now, and it is rapidly losing steam at the box office. Avatar opened in December of 2009 and had virtually no competition for months. Endgame opened the 2019 summer box office season and falls off commensurately as each new competitor joins the field. As of June 18th, Endgame was only $45 million away from Avatar's record, but each week's gross declines. Smaller theaters are already dropping the film in favor of newer fare, and the number of showings of a 3-hour film were already limited. This was to be expected. Demand was heavily front-loaded for everyone who wanted to avoid spoilers. The 3-hour runtime also hurts repeat business, notwithstanding this Florida man. So this video was going to be a call to action. Go see Avengers Endgame again. We saw it again last weekend. We laughed, we cried, we saw things we missed the first time. It's worth a rewatch, but yes, there's a but. Remember how we mentioned that $33 million of Avatar's earnings were from a re-release? That second release happened 11 months after the premiere, and it tacked on more material and drew return viewers. An Endgame re-release seems like a pretty shameless money grab and an attempt to surpass Avatar. But for all the reasons we already discussed, we're okay with that. And it seems that is what we are going to get. Kevin Feige just announced the plan to do exactly that, seemingly before the first theatrical run has even ended. Feige said they would be offering not an extended cut, but there will be a version going into the theaters with a bit of a marketing push, with a few new things at the end of the movie. If you stay and watch the movie after the credits, there'll be a deleted scene, a little tribute, and a few surprises. He continued, "We are doing that. I don't know if it's been announced, and I don't know how much. Yeah, we're doing it next weekend." This seems to be designed to lead into Spider-Man Far From Home. So, there's your real call to action from the man himself. Is this bold and inspired or brazen and infuriating? Let us know in the comments.
Thanks for joining us. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell us what you want to see in the future. Sign up for notifications and join us for our regular film reviews, trailer reactions, and family-focused movie material.